okay. That's interesting.
It seems a reasonable place to go. It's the family museum.
I guess that's like, I'm going to play Mickey, right? I'm going to go to Walt Disney World to do my research.
Close.
I guess
It's there.
It's there.
I think the family museum is a much better choice than Walt Disney World for Mickey.
Sure.
It's the family museum. You shouldn't be able to get more accurate research from anywhere else.
So I had a little problem with how, and I like Tom Hanks. Anything Tom Hanks, I'll probably go see because I love him. He's an amazing
the
person.
fucking Burbs.
The Burbs alone, right there, sealed the deal. When he slid down in one of the final scenes down the steps.
I have watched that so many fucking times. He should have broke his neck.
Yo, Rumsfeld!
Where are you going, Pinocchio? So many good lines. Great movie.
We should actually do like one episode of Tank just going over the Burbs.
Jesus.
Just a 30-minute,
I'm game for
15
that.
minutes, something like that.
You need to edit the movie down to all just the highlights.
Maybe
of the
over
movie.
like a Christmas episode or something like that.
We
Like
could
a
do that.
quick 15-minute thing. I think that would be pretty funny. But anything Tom Hanks, I'll probably go see. And he's a great character actor. So it really struck me as odd when he portrayed Walt Disney as having a Southern drawl. I'm like, what? This is... So my thing is, why is Disney making this film that does not put Disney in a good light at all from the author standpoint? And I don't know. I guess that's I want to go see that just because of how it's going to turn out. I guess they're going to flip-flop between Travers growing up to Walt Disney coaxing her to do the film and during the film or something like that. It's going to be like three separate things. So they may just end it. They may do that cheesy thing where they end it right when the premiere starts or something, something like that.
Right.
See, I think they're actually going to try to show that they did everything in their power to appease her, and she was unreasonable.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Well, these characters, like Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks is one of the antagonists in the film of Mary Poppins, and that was modeled after her own father. So this film is very, very tight with her. It's it's a very personal thing, and that's why she was over 3 years denying Walt Disney, I'm not going to give you the rights to do this film. And even after this film, Mary Poppins, there was 3 other books to do. And she said, no, you were not touching these films. You were not touching these books into making the films.
Mary Poppins a bit more.
That had to probably piss them off a good amount, because
Isn't that, it's crazy.
I had to think that they figured for sure that they were going to be able to bank on, four movies.
Yeah.
Mr. Banks.
Mr. Banks.
Mr. Banks, go look yourself.
I don't know. You're right. I would be interested to see it, but I'm not going to pay to go see it.
I'll pay it just because my wife is a huge Disney freak and she wants to go see it, so I'll go see it.
Tom Hanks, like you said, is the biggest draw for me in this. Other than that, I really don't care.
That does not fit under the category of a movie that fits my wheelhouse.
I know. And I wanted to bring it up because it is a little bit of out of our wheelhouse. So I wanted to bring it up because I did think there was a little bit of... I did tons of research on this just to get down to the bottom of it, because it sounds just like, why is Disney even making this thing? So there, that sparked my interest.
Like I said, I think it's going to be them still in a really good light and the author in the bad light.
Probably.
Or nobody will be in a bad light.
Exactly.
They'll just make it
just a complete fiction.
I guess there has to be a bit of friction there. Otherwise, it's bullshit. I don't know. That's interesting.
I would be interested to see if her family came out with a movie about this. Then I would go see it.
Sure. Before we move on, Drew in the chat room is saying, I'm so in, I'll call Pizza Dude. Pizza Dude! Good. So I guess maybe
watching that one at home.
I know, maybe we should do a Burbs little recap Christmas special.
That could be entertaining.
Yeah, I think we should. It'd be good. All right.
You want to do this last part, Scott, or we want to drop on to something else?
Oh, go ahead. You should do this.
I love this.
Goddamn Pinocchio.
Fuck Pinocchio.
Hey, Pinocchio, where are you going?
Fuck your mother.
He slips on the roof and lands on the ground. The shotgun goes off.
Pinocchio, where are you going? To tell your mother lies. Top 10 Forbes top 10 highest paid actors of last year.
Yeah, the list just came out.
I love this list. I don't think anyone would be surprised. I'm gonna start from the bottom up. Liam Huge Cock Neeson, because evidently he has a huge cock.
Huge wang, bigger than Denzel Washington.
According to some fucking celebrity bullshit chick.
I would not be upset if that was the tagline after my name.
Dude, supposedly his
Aaron Huge Cock.
Supposedly his dick is the size of an Evian bottle. That's
bigger than Mississippi Mud.
God. Then it's Denzel Washington at 33 million. Tom Cruise 35. Adam Sandler 37. How the fuck he made 37 million last year is mind-boggling. Leo at 39. I don't get that one either. But The Rock at 46. He made a bunch of movies.
This is the big surprise for me. The Rock, number 5 of last year.
Why is that a surprise?
He did like 4 movies.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's beating out Tom Cruise.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise only made like 3 movies or 2 movies.
I think
it becomes.
I'm saying this guy
he's peaked.
Oh, I think he's down.
Tom Cruise?
I think he's
working
his way down.
I think he hopped in a sled and is on his way down the hill.
Yeah, dude, he decided to fucking go crazy with Scientology, and he's starting to.
I'm just saying, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's an ex-wrestler, right?
Thank you for using his full name.
He came back. But I'm just saying, he's doing amazingly well for himself from transitioning from being a wrestler to a full-time actor, a real actor.
Have you seen that show, The Hero, that he does yet? It's like on TBS or something. It's actually pretty good. He finds these people and he puts them in the producers. And he's the host, and they put these people in unbelievable situations, and they have to do very heroic tasks. The show itself is very, inspiring in terms of people overcoming things, but it's also fucking terrifying.
I've always liked The Rock.
Dude.
From what was the first film? I can't remember. Not Walking Tall.
Scorpion King was his first.
Scorpion King. I was
Walking Tall was
before that.
Good.
The Rundown. The Rundown.
I love
Rundown was great.
Love him in the Rundown.
I thought Walking Tall was a good movie.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was
I love Walking Tall.
I think he can act pretty damn well. Honestly,
He's so funny in The Rundown with Sean William Scott. Those two are perfect together.
They need to do a Rundown too.
They need to do something together.
Call it Ran Down.
Running Down.
Past tense. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
I can't believe he's on this.
Gonna guess that he had a deal with Ted and got some points.
Some percentage.
I think he did. Yeah, because that movie was huge. That did $500 million. They weren't expecting that. They thought
did really well.
They thought Ted was going to be maybe $100 million at best, and ends up doing $500 million. No surprise on the next one at all. Hugh Jackman. I mean, he's most of the movies he does seem to do pretty strong. And then Channing Tatum, who was in every effing movie made last year. Magic Mike being the biggest one, and a $5 million movie that made again another $500 million.
Didn't Channing actually put a lot of his own personal money into?
He was a producer on it.
Yeah.
How much he put in? I don't know.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
That's
huge bet that paid off, obviously.
Yeah, and there's a sequel coming supposedly.
Oh God!
Number one, I'm not surprised about at all.
Well, no.
I don't think anybody's gonna be when they hear the name.
And I bet any money that if we looked at last year's and the year before, he was number one then too. I bet he's been number one. Yeah, I bet he has been. I bet he was. Look up 2010 and 11, and I bet he's number one.
How do you work this internet thing?
We're talking about Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. came number one at $75 million, and I'm gonna guess that's coming from. Iron Man 3 and then
this
Avengers
is last
2.
year. This is last year, so it would be Avengers because Iron Man. It would be Avengers and
Iron Man 2, right?
No. It was the other movie. It was shit. Shit. To be honest with you, it could all be Avengers. I mean, he did something else. It wasn't.
There was another Iron Man film before
what the
Avengers.
fuck was his other franchise? Sherlock Holmes. So it could have been those two.
God damn.
No, that did pretty well.
Sherlock Holmes did really well.
I still didn't like that series.
The second
I like
one's
the
terrible.
first one.
I love the first one. I don't like.
I think the second one's okay.
I didn't like either of them. I wanted Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I didn't want Guy Pearce.
I didn't want action Sherlock Holmes.
You didn't want Guy Pearce.
I wanted Sherlock fucking
You wanted
Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Watch Sherlock Holmes.
Or not Guy Pearce.
That's what I went to see. The movie's entitled Sherlock Holmes.
This is Sherlock Holmes 2013.
It wasn't fuck the director. I was trying to think of the director. I said Guy Pearce, and that's not right.
Oh,
Is that right?
No.
No.
It's
okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess the big surprise here is I mean, honestly, Robert Downey Jr. I mean, it's not a big surprise, but the thing is, like, this guy was headed towards a death.
Dude,
honestly.
he got a 3-year jail sentence. I mean,
Yeah.
he served time.
I mean,
for drug
we
abuse.
have all seen this guy in the orange jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I
know?
think
Guy Ritchie.
the huge
Ritchie,
surprise is actually Liam Hugecock Neeson.
Well, he was in ninth last year. Denzel, he's probably pissed Liam Neeson off by nudging him out by $1 million.
Yeah, look at that money doesn't mean shit.
But
Sorry. My computer was louder than I thought it was.
It just dumped a few eggs on the table.
But I mean, honestly, a lot of these stories don't end up very well. These young actors that have everything, that make it big, that get into drugs and alcohol. I mean, just look last week, the Glee star.
I don't know his name.
You know what I mean?
I didn't even know who he was. Michelle was like, "Oh my god, Glee!" Blah, blah, and I don't watch the show.
Heroin and alcohol. I mean, that was no different from, honestly, Robert Downey Jr. So for him to turn his life around, I mean, insurance companies wouldn't even insure him 7 years ago.
Yeah, which is Lindsay Lohan now. Insurance companies won't touch her. And I made a comment to Michelle while we were talking about the Glee kid, and I said, Hollywood wants to stop this stuff. Just tell these people, like, we're not going to cast you in movies because we can't insure you, so we're not going to cast you.
You're a liability.
You hope at some point it turns them around. If you're Robert Downey Jr., you better be literally sucking the cock of Jon Favreau, because Jon Favreau is the one who went to Disney and said, or not Disney, Marvel at the time, and said, I want to go with Robert Downey Jr. Trust me, he'll make you money.
Yeah.
And look what he's done. He's made Marvel/Disney literally billions of dollars. Yeah. And he turned his life around. And he's even said he doesn't want to do these big franchises. He doesn't necessarily want to do the Iron Man stuff. He likes doing artsy films. I mean, he does. Yeah, fucking Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is amazing, and no one's seen it.
But how do you say no to $75 million?
You don't.
You don't.
And that's why he didn't.
Yeah.
And I think, if you're him and you have the opportunity to do, essentially now he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He has signed on to do Avengers 2 and 3, which is great. And I don't expect him to do anything Avengers Marvel World after 3.
No, I agree.
He will do,
I agree.
I don't even think
bail.
you'll see him do another, maybe one more Sherlock Holmes. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think most of the stuff you're going to see him in from now on is going to be offbeat, quirky, funny, goofy shit.
But that's a testament to him, because even he's such a good character actor that even when he's playing Sherlock Holmes, I don't see Iron Man. I don't see
that.
No, I don't at all. I see Sherlock Holmes. His character portrayal,
his
of Sherlock
version
Holmes.
of the character. Yeah,
that's what I see. I don't see Iron Man or Tony Stark at all.
Yeah, unlike Jack Sparrow, which pops up in every character.
Yeah,
again, and he is Tonto. And, yeah. Well, look at what was the movie with him and Zach Galifianakis? Due Date. He's phenomenal in that movie, and he's really out of his element in that movie if you watch it, and he's hilarious. Like, I like that character better than the Tony Stark character because he's so different. But he's not. It's like, who you're looking at, but at the same time he's able to be entertaining. Yeah. So it's an interesting list, really. And I think next year I don't see it being the names. The one game you'll see is Hugh Jackman will move up because the Wolverine is going to be big, and that'll be another big movie for him because he had some earlier in the year, and then you've got Days of Futures Past coming up too, so he's got potential to have a huge year next year. And Leo will drop down because he's only doing one more movie, and then he's supposedly retiring.
Well, he's not going to.
Well, for a 5-year retirement is what he said, but whatever.
A 5-year retirement,
so he can bang chicks for 5 years.
No, supposedly he's going on.
That's called vacation.
He's on
he's supposedly
vacation.
Going on some goodwill ambassadorship or something.
Yeah, he's constantly on a vacation.
Yeah,
that guy. Oh my god, that guy bangs so many models. It's not even funny.
So
he does like one film a year.
Yeah, something like that. So
yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Is there any films coming out this weekend about? I don't know. I have no idea.
We talked about it really quick. The Rest in Peace, R.I.P.D., which is Men in Black.
Yeah.
Essentially Men in Black with Ghost. Red 2, which is that Bruce Willis. Which is I love
looks
Red. Red
actually
One's
really good.
I love
I
Red.
never saw it.
Oh, it's funny. And then Turbo, which is another